Alright guys, Model Rocks 321 here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new and you like model rockets or anything space related, anything flight related, subscribe to this channel. I'll bring you some cool stuff when it comes to this hobby of model rocketry. If you've been here, hit the like button for me right now. Feel free to comment. That goes for everybody. Feel free to comment, and also everybody hit the like button. In this video we're going to talk about the Apollo Little Joe 2, the K30 one. Recently got this off of eBay. It's kind of beat up, which is no problem. I guess the guy was a young kid. He said it was his original one. It's all beat up. Things are kind of out of place, a little wonky here and there. And I'm going to restore it. This is going to be a restore project. This video is just showing you some of the issues I'm running into as of right now. Just placement wise and just what's really correct when it comes to the Little Joe 2. So this is the original like cover art or face card for it. First thing I noticed, or one of the things I noticed, that on this model, the United States goes down and it stops about right there. And on the kit, that United States goes all the way down to pretty much the bottom. And on the original one, it does not. On the Little Joe 2, according to these Rockets of the World plans, you can see it stops just above this little piece that's right here, which I will put in if I can get the correct decals scaled correctly. So that's just one of the things I'm looking at. And as I go into the catalog for the K30, Little Joe 2, yep, K30, it also shows it going all the way down to the bottom, just like the kit. So these are just things that, you know, for me, I want them to be correct, at least like what's in Rockets of the World, because Rockets of the World, everyone consider that being the correct version of the model. And also just some things I'm going to have to fix. They show, it depends on what I'm going to do, they show the tower being white with a black little cap on that shroud piece that goes just above the retro rocket, or just at the bottom at the base of the retro rocket. They show it as being black. Now on these versions of the Little Joe 2, especially the one, the boilerplate version, the boilerplate, it is not black, it's white. The whole rocket is white. However, on one of the later versions, I'm not gonna say later version, just the other version of what the white command module section, they show it as black right there. That one. Only that's the only one. All the rest, they're white. So these are just some things I'm gonna have to just do, because this one, actually on this one, it was white here, but the rockets are there and there's no rockets on this version. The K30 don't have rockets. Oh, it does. On here it does. The K30 does have rockets, but the real boilerplate version does not have rockets, as shown on these. These have rocket motors on here. They have motors, rather. We'll call them motors, not rockets. And you can see it here. This is the real picture of it, of the boilerplate all silver version. All silver. This should be all silver. This should be silver. All white rocket. This is what I'm doing right here. I'm doing this one. This is what I'm doing. And you can see United States does not go all the way down to the bottom. That's the other part I'm going to do. They show this as a black ring. I'm thinking that's just a photo, but on here it is the color steel. I don't know if you can read that, but it says steel, and that's the small striped section there. This is Rockets of the World. And that's just another little detail piece. I'm gonna add some of these details on it once I get it going. This guy, when he built this, these decals are upside down, so it should be like that. I figured that out because I'm seeing these three bars, and right next to it is the big two-spaced bars, and those are on the other side. So flip that around, it'll be correct. So it'll be something like that. It'll be something like that, and it'll be correct once we do that. So I already ordered some decals. I'm not sure if the border of the United States is going to be the correct size, so I may need to make some. I made some years ago. I made these for my other Joe, and these are in the correct position. They're the right font. They're the more stenciled looking block shaped ones, whereas these look more just rounded off, not necessarily, they're not as accurate as, they're not as accurate as what's here in the book, like these squared off old school military stencil style decals. And they're just too long. Like, so hopefully the ones I ordered from eRockets Biz, hopefully they're scaled correctly, or I'm gonna have to get a whole new set and make sure they're right. See, certain things I like in my rockets, it has to be. Certain things have to be. I'm cool with letting some things go, but certain things got to be right. When it comes to the decals, I want them sized correctly, and I want certain little markings in there. These steel rings, I want those. I don't want these black vinyl strips. I don't want this. That got to go. So I'll be pulling this all apart. The fin sizes are correct though. I do like the way the fins are. Once I'm going to redo these though. This one's actually not a bad one, but I'm going to redo them because they're kind of, you know, they're not sharp. They're kind of beat up. So especially, yeah, but it's old rocket. I don't mind. It's old rocket. This, I may be replacing this whole capsule. Let me see, because these are, again, it's one of those things where the one with the ring in the middle, I'm not sure if that's the one that's on this little Joe 2 boilerplate. That's on these other one, and that's on this version with the ring in the middle. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure about that. This capsule from Apogee seemed to be more accurate than this one here. So just another thing I may be getting, and in this paper, this is definitely wrong. So that'll be silver, you know, also, I mean, silver, just like the body, everything will be silver. So these are just some of the things I'm going to have to work out when it comes to this kit. So I'm waiting on some parts to come. I already ordered a set of fins. I ordered the decal sheets. I think that's all I got. This body wrap, I'm going to try to work with this. I think it's okay. It's a little off, but I'm not too worried about that because that's going to be covered with this band right here. That may just be a strip of painted steel. See, steel, steel, and then around the bottom, I don't know. At the bottom of this one, it shows all silver, but let me see what it looks like on the real one. On the real one, yeah, they show it's a thicker, it's a different piece of aluminum color right there. Something's right there, but around here is just a darker piece of steel, and up there. So we will see. Even this, the whole thing looks darker. That looks darker than this. But in other pictures, it could just be the light. In other pictures I've seen, it all look like the same type of silver color. Or they call it, yeah, is it silver? Yeah, just the whole thing silver. So that shouldn't be too much trouble. But I'm gonna definitely try to get this as accurate to the real one rather than what the kit, what they put out in the kit. And those little, I'm not sure what those are, little kind of like fins that are on the capsule. There's some thin pieces, and they show them here. So I'll have to fashion some of those. I'm going to have to find the correct pattern, and I'll make those. That's no issue. Might use a piece of styrene or something. I'll see. But these are just some things I want to work out with this kit, because I want it to be really nice. I want it to be kind of, you know, scale for the most part. Like this one, I think I got pretty accurate. It's not, like I said, it's good. It's not perfect. And I noticed that there's a little bar there that I can add that I actually missed, like right there and right there. So I can add that piece, can be added to this one if I wanted to. I can go back and get a piece of thin styrene and fashion that and put that on there if I want to be more accurate with this version, which is more like the A001 or A004 version. And like then you got all these markings. Like I want it to be accurate, but I'm not, you know, ridiculous with it, you know, because I'm not competing. I just like them like nice ones. That's fairly accurate. But this, I can definitely get this up to par. I just wonder if this even comes back to the scale, the size of these, are these correct? Like these look like perfect squares, and on here they look more like rectangles. So it's just some things that are off. If you want to see what I'm talking about, like look at these squares here and look at these. They're more rectangled here. Hope you can see, more rectangle than on here. Let me flip it upside down so it's in the correct orientation. There we go. So those are more rectangle. These are more square on the rocket. So I guess just gotta, you know, if I can live with it, I can live with it. You know, it's one of those things. If I can get them made to be exact, I'll do that. Like these I did a long time ago, and I got them correct. They're more rectangle, you know, and more correct size. They're bigger actually. Yeah, they're bigger. So it's just some things I gotta decide. I'm gonna see when the decals come, how they are. If they're like these, then I gotta see if I can live with it or not, which I probably can if they're close enough. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not competing. Just want nice models. Want them to be nice. But this is the K30 Little Joe 2, very old kit. I'm glad to have this rocket though. I'm glad to be able to get it in my hands, and I'll restore it up, get it back in flying condition, and it will be flown. I'm going to show the whole restore process, so you'll see me taking this all apart. Just subscribe to the channel, and you'll see that I'm going to bust all this stuff apart, strip it down, get all this off there. If I buy a new capsule, this one will go. I'll just keep it, but I may not end up using this because even these wood dowels are, when it comes to scale, they're very fat compared to those. So this is just where I'm at. This is Model Rocks 321, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check the links. Also use my Estes discount code. You can get 10% off. Use my discount code. Should be showing on the screen right now. This is vintage catalog, like 1966. I think this is the second catalog they ever put out. I think this is the second one, if I'm not mistaken. But use discount code. Go over there, go shopping, buy some stuff. Put the code in, get a little discount. I use it myself, so I'm not just pushing it to you guys. Use it, and also check the links in my description. If you'd like to drop a donation, there's my Cash App. If not, hit the like button, chime in, contribute to the channel, send the channel to a friend or two, get them to subscribe, and that helps the channel out, help me out in the algorithm. And shout out to you guys. Thanks for being around. Thanks for supporting Model Rocks 321. Check us out on Instagram also, and on TikTok. We're over there too. Just dropping tips and tricks. Some of the similar stuff here, but you know, Model Rocks 321, and I'm out. K30, Apollo Lojo 2 coming up soon. Model Rocks 321, and I'm out.